Discipline. It's not a word, it's a lifestyle, a mindset, a force that separates the dreamers from the achievers. It's the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. And guess what? That bridge isn't built by chance, it's built by choice. Your choice to rise, to focus, to discipline yourself and your mind. Right now, in this very moment, you hold the power to command your destiny. But here's the truth. It doesn't matter how many dreams you have or how much talent you're blessed with. If you don't discipline yourself to harness it, you can't plant seeds of greatness in the soil of chaos. Discipline is the order that nurtures your growth. Your mind, it's the most powerful tool you'll ever own. But if you don't train it, if you don't control it, it will control you. It will wander, pulling you into distractions, fear, and doubt. Discipline is the key that locks out the noise. It sharpens your focus, fuels your actions, and keeps your eyes fixed on the prize. Let me ask you this. Are you ready to embrace discomfort? Because growth doesn't happen when you stay in your comfort zone. It happens when you step out, when you push through resistance, when you say, I will, even though it's hard. Discipline is your weapon against the temptation to quit, knowing that success isn't built in a single day. It's built in the small, seemingly insignificant choices you make daily. It's built when you wake up early to work on your goals, when you say no to distractions, when you consistently show up, even when you don't feel like it. Those habits, those patterns, they're the architecture of your future. Your greatest enemy isn't out there, it's within. It's the voice that whispers, just give up, take it easy, or you'll do it tomorrow. That voice is a liar. And the antidote? Discipline. Each time you override that voice, each time you choose action over excuse, you're not just winning a moment, you're building a legacy. Stop settling for instant gratification. Stop trading your long-term vision for short-lived pleasure. The things worth having, the life worth living, they don't come easy. They require sacrifice, perseverance, and focus. Discipline makes it possible to endure the short-term struggles for the joy of long-term success. Momentum is everything. Each disciplined action you take builds on the one before it. And when you keep showing up, when you keep taking the steps, something magical happens. You become unstoppable. Discipline doesn't just create results, it creates belief. And belief, it's the fuel of champions. Here's the secret. Discipline isn't just something you do, it's something you become. Shift your identity. Start telling yourself, I am disciplined. I am unstoppable. I am the architect of my destiny. When you believe that, your actions will follow, and the world will have no choice but to notice. You're not just doing this for you. Your discipline, your transformation, it inspires others. It shows them what's possible. Be the spark that lights a fire in someone else's life, because when you discipline yourself, you don't just change your world, you change the world. Success doesn't happen by accident. It isn't a lottery ticket you stumble upon, nor is it a gift handed out to the lucky few. Success is built brick by brick, choice by choice, and the mortar holding it all together is discipline. Without discipline, even the most ambitious dreams collapse under the weight of inconsistency and chaos. Think of discipline as the foundation of a skyscraper. You can have the grandest plans, the most brilliant blueprints, but without a solid base, the entire structure crumbles. Discipline is what grounds you. It's the unshakable commitment to do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. It's showing up when it's hard, staying focused when distractions are loud, and persisting when the road gets tough. The truth is, every successful person you admire has mastered the art of discipline. It's not about perfection, it's about consistency. It's about training yourself to act in alignment with your goals day in and day out. Discipline transforms intention into action and action into results. It's what separates the dreamers from the doers, the starters from the finishers. Discipline isn't restrictive, it's liberating. It frees you from the chains of procrastination and indecision. It gives you the structure to create momentum and the power to keep going, even when the odds are stacked against you. With discipline, you take control of your destiny, crafting a life that isn't left to chance, but built with purpose and determination. Your mind is the control center of your life. Every action you take, every decision you make starts with a thought. If you don't learn to master your mind, it will master you, leading you down paths of fear, doubt, and distraction. But when you take control, when you become the commander of your thoughts, you unlock the power to shape your destiny. Think about it, your mind is constantly feeding you stories. Some of them empower you while others hold you back. You're not good enough, you can't do this. Those are the whispers of a mind left unchecked. But here's the good news. You have the power to rewrite those stories. By mastering your mind, you turn self-doubt into self-belief, fear into courage, and obstacles into opportunities. This isn't about ignoring challenges or pretending life is easy. It's about taking charge of how you respond. Your mind is like a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger it gets. Discipline your thoughts to focus on solutions, not problems. Visualize success instead of dwelling on failure. Practice gratitude instead of getting stuck in negativity. And the more you do this, the more you'll learn to expect other people to do the same, because they will learn by expecting you to lead the way. Mastering your mind also means staying present. Too often we're stuck reliving the past or worrying about the future, but life happens now. By controlling your focus and channeling your energy into the present moment, you create clarity, confidence, and momentum. When you master your mind, you unlock the ultimate power, the ability to design a life that aligns with your highest vision. Growth never comes from staying where it's safe and comfortable. Think about it. Every great achievement, every breakthrough moment has one thing in common. It came from someone stepping out of their comfort zone. Comfort is the enemy of progress. It keeps you stuck, settling for less than you're capable of, while growth demands you to push past what's easy and familiar. Discomfort is not a punishment. It's a signal that you're on the edge of something greater. It's the gym where your mental, emotional, and physical muscles are built. When you embrace discomfort, you open the door to possibilities that were once out of reach. You discover new strengths, unlock new potential, and become the person capable of achieving the extraordinary. The truth is, growth isn't supposed to feel good in the moment. It's supposed to stretch you, challenge you, and even scare you a little. But that's where transformation happens. Think of the butterfly fighting its way out of the cocoon. The struggle is what gives its wings the strength to fly. The same is true for you. Discomfort teaches resilience. It shows you that you can endure, adapt, and thrive no matter the challenge. Every time you face it head on, you grow stronger. You prove to yourself that you are bigger than your fears, bolder than your doubts, and braver than your excuses. Lean into the discomfort. It's not a barrier. It's the path to your highest potential. The wrong manifesto is the last word in your discomfort manual. Your vision is the blueprint for the life you want to create, but a vision without action is just a dream. The bridge between your vision and reality is built by your habits, the small, consistent actions you take every single day. Habits are the foundation of who you become. If your habits don't align with your vision, you're sabotaging your own success. Think about it. Every choice you make either moves you closer to your vision or pulls you further away. Habits aren't just things you do. They're a reflection of your priorities and your commitment to your goals. They are the silent forces shaping your future, moment by moment. That's why you must be intentional about creating habits that align with the life you're building. Start by identifying the habits that don't serve you, the ones draining your energy, wasting your time, or keeping you stuck. Replace them with actions that fuel your progress. Wake up earlier to work on your goals. Plan your day to maximize your productivity. Commit to learning something new every day. These small, disciplined actions compound over time to create massive results. The key is consistency. It's not about being perfect. It's about showing up day after day, even when it's hard. Habits rooted in your vision become automatic, a part of who you are. And when that happens, success stops feeling like a struggle. It becomes inevitable because you've aligned your daily actions with the extraordinary life you're destined to create. The toughest battles you'll ever fight aren't out there, they're inside you. The battle within is the struggle between who you are now and who you're capable of becoming. It's the war between the part of you that craves comfort, excuses, and safety, and the part of you that knows you were born for more. Winning this battle is the key to unlocking your greatest potential. Every day your mind is a battlefield. On one side there's fear, doubt, and procrastination whispering, you can't do it, what if you fail, or it's not the right time. On the other side is your inner strength, courage, and determination shouting, keep going, you've got this, and this is your moment. The question is, which voice are you going to listen to? You can't silence the voice of doubt completely, but you can drown it out with action. Every time you choose to move forward despite the fear, every time you push through the discomfort and self-doubt, you're winning the battle within. Each small victory strengthens your resolve and proves to yourself that you are stronger than your excuses. The battle within isn't a one-time fight, it's a daily commitment. It's the discipline to rise above your limitations and the courage to face your fears head-on. When you conquer the war inside, you become unstoppable. You realize that nothing outside of you is as powerful as the fire burning within you. That's where true strength lives. That's how you win. In a world of instant gratification, it's easy to fall into the trap of chasing what feels good right now instead of what matters most in the long run. Scrolling endlessly, indulging in quick fixes, or avoiding the hard work, it all gives you a fleeting sense of relief, but it robs you of the future you're capable of creating. To achieve greatness, you must shift your focus from momentary pleasures to purposeful actions. Instant gratification is seductive, but it's a thief. It steals your time, your energy, and your potential. It promises satisfaction, but what it delivers is regret. You've felt it before. That hollow feeling after wasting hours on distractions or taking shortcuts that didn't lead anywhere. But here's the truth. You're not built for shallow wins. You're built for lasting success. Purpose-driven action is the antidote. It's choosing what serves your vision over what feels easy. It's waking up early to work on your goals instead of hitting snooze. It's putting in the effort today so you can reap the rewards tomorrow. It's focusing on the bigger picture instead of settling for what's right in front of you. This shift isn't easy, but it's worth it. Every time you choose purpose over pleasure, you're investing in your future. You're building habits, discipline, and momentum. And the best part? The satisfaction that comes from purpose-driven action is deeper, more fulfilling, and infinitely more rewarding than any quick fix could ever be. Discipline isn't just a tool, it's a force. It's the engine that turns small actions into unstoppable momentum. Momentum doesn't happen by accident. It's created, one deliberate step at a time. And the fuel that powers it is discipline. Without discipline, you're stuck at the starting line, dreaming of progress but never moving forward. Now, the first step is always the hardest. It's where resistance is at its peak. But the beauty of discipline is that it doesn't rely on motivation or feelings. It relies on action. When you choose to act, even when it's hard, you overcome inertia. You take the first step, then the next, and before you know it, you're in motion. Momentum is magical because it makes the impossible feel achievable. What once seemed like a monumental task now feels natural, even easy. That's because discipline, when practiced consistently, compounds. Each disciplined action builds on the one before it, creating a ripple effect of progress and confidence. The secret is to start small. Don't wait for the perfect time or the ideal circumstances. Build small systems. Just start, take one action, no matter how small, and commit to it. Show up every day, even when you don't feel like it. Over time, those small victories stack up, and the momentum they create becomes unstoppable. Discipline isn't about perfection, it's about persistence. When you leverage it, you create a powerful current that pulls you closer to your goals, faster, and with more force than you ever imagined. Lasting change doesn't come from willpower alone. It comes from a shift in identity. Who you believe you are at your core determines the actions you take, the habits you build, and the life you create. If you see yourself as someone who struggles, someone who isn't disciplined or consistent, then that identity will drive your behavior, keeping you stuck. But the moment you shift your identity, everything changes. You don't just try to be disciplined, you become disciplined. You don't attempt to succeed, you are successful. This isn't about faking it, it's about owning the truth of who you are meant to be. Your actions will always align with the person you believe yourself to be. So if you want different results, you must start seeing yourself differently. And the critical thing for every leader is this: success leads with character, not skills. You must see yourself as the best version of yourself and be that. Stop identifying with the excuses of the past. Let go of the labels that have held you back. Instead, create a new narrative. Declare, I am someone who shows up, who follows through, who doesn't quit. Speak it, believe it, and act like it, even before the results show up. Because when you shift your identity, your habits and behaviors will naturally fall into place. This is the foundation of transformation. When you see yourself as the person who can, you will. It's not just about what you do, it's about who you are. And when you choose to step into that identity fully, there is no limit to what you can achieve. Excuses are the chains that keep you tied to mediocrity. They feel safe, even comforting at times, but in reality, they rob you of your potential. Every excuse you make is a wall you build between yourself and the life you're capable of living. It's time to break those chains and demolish those walls. Excuses sound convincing because they come from the part of your mind designed to protect you from discomfort. I don't have time, I'm not ready, it's too hard. These are the lies you tell yourself to avoid the pain of growth. But let me tell you something, staying stuck is far more painful in the long run than facing the temporary discomfort of change. That's why often you must choose life rather than life itself to reduce the pain of temporary discomfort of excuses to the intense life of long-term change. The first step to breaking the chains of excuses is recognizing them for what they are. Stories. They're not facts. They're not truths. They're simply stories you've told yourself so many times that you've started to believe them. But here's the good news. You can rewrite those stories. Replace I can't with I will. Replace it's too hard with it's worth it. Every time you catch yourself making an excuse, challenge it. Ask yourself, is this really true or am I just afraid? Then take action anyway. When you break free from excuses, you reclaim your power. You realize that the only limits are the ones you set for yourself. And when you refuse to let excuses define you, nothing can stand in your way. Discipline isn't just about what you achieve for yourself. It's about the ripple effect you create in the lives of others. When you commit to showing up, doing the work, and staying consistent, you become a beacon of possibility for everyone around you. Your actions speak louder than words ever could, and your discipline becomes a source of inspiration that lights a fire in others. People are always watching, your family, your friends, your coworkers, even strangers. They see your dedication, your focus, and your resilience, and it plants a seed in their minds. If they can do it, maybe I can too. That's the power of discipline. It's not just personal, it's contagious. When you push through challenges, you show others what's possible. When you choose purpose over excuses, you give them permission to do the same. You become living proof that success isn't reserved for the lucky, it's earned through effort and persistence. And that kind of example is priceless. Your discipline can inspire someone to take the first step toward their dreams. It can motivate a friend to keep going when they're ready to quit. It can show a child what's possible when they believe in themselves and work hard. This is bigger than you. When you live with discipline, you elevate not just your life, but the lives of everyone you touch. And that is a legacy worth building, one that transforms lives and empowers others to rise to their fullest potential. And so when it comes to leadership, it takes into a level of integrity with yourself. It takes into a disciplined requirement